Hello my angels. In today's video, I just want to pop on here real quick and just do a quick and easy summer break meal idea video. Now that the kids are out of school, they're home all day, so they're eating all day. But these meals that I'm gonna tell you about are gonna be quick and easy, but they're also affordable, okay? And if you have kids at home that are old enough to be home by themselves, but you don't want them cooking or using the stove, these meals are gonna be a good idea too, because at most they may have to use the microwave, but they won't have to use the stove at all, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I do have a nice little amount here on this list, so you may wanna take some notes on it, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And again, like I said, these are quick, easy, and affordable, okay? So one idea would be peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Another one would be pizza rolls, Hot Pockets, Uncrustables, tuna. You can make a big bowl of tuna, and they could use the tuna throughout the week. They could eat off that for a couple of days, and then to make that stretch, instead of using regular bread, they could use those little Hawaiian rolls, the smaller Hawaiian rolls, and just it'll be less tuna to use those than regular bread. Or they could do crackers too. And then another idea would be chicken salad. You could get your inexpensive rotisserie chicken and just shred it up and make a chicken salad, or just bake some chicken and make a chicken salad. And they can do that the same way with those little Hawaiian rolls and also the crackers. Another thing would be you can make a big pan of spaghetti, and that's something they can eat off for a couple of days. You can make a pot of beefaroni, and that's something inexpensive too that they can eat off for a couple of days. As far as like chips and stuff go, if you get that big variety box of chips, that's a good idea. What I would suggest is like breaking it down so that you know that box is gonna last for the week. Just put out which chips you want them to eat per day. That way you know that box is gonna last, because out of sight, out of mind. I would put it away because if you see a big box of chips, they gonna keep going. But if you put out so many per day, then that's gonna make that box last for you too. Another idea too is if you were to get like those little individual sandwich bags that you can get from like the Dollar Tree, you could get the chips that, not like regular chips, but chips that you can get more bang for your buck, like chips like corn chips or Cheez-Its, pretzels, Bugles, where you getting, the bag isn't just all air, you're really actually getting a nice amount of chips. And then you could just break those bags down using those individual sandwich bags, and that'll be a good idea to help those bags stretch too. As far as breakfast, you could do those individual cups of cereal. I think those, they give the kids a lot of variety, because you can get, you can get different varieties of the different cereals. And if, depending on how big the bowl is that they use, when they're using a regular box of cereal, the box of cereal can be gone in a couple of days, because, it just depends on that size bowl, or if they keep going back, that box of cereal can be gone. And cereal is expensive these days. So that can be an option too, if you just want to cut back and make sure that they have breakfast, but it's just a serving size in those little individual cereal bowls. And if they like hot cereal, then they can do the oatmeal too. And you could do those mini muffins or cookies. If you do the cookies, that's another thing, like piggybacking off of the potato chips. You could get like a family size pack of cookies, and just take a few cookies out and put them in those little individual sandwich bags, and then you can just have those for them per day, to make that pack of cookies last too. Another thing you could do, kids like pickles. You could have something like a jar of pickles in the house that they can be snacking on throughout the day. For fruit, you could do those little cuties. You could do apples. You could do fruit cups, applesauce, Jello. And if they really like vegetables, you could like cut up cucumbers, or have like a vegetable tray or something out. They could do that with dips or salad dressing. And as far as drinks go, like the Capri Suns, the Kool-Aid Jammers, the little individual fruit juices, those are good to have. And also, to make that stretch, I would add in some water, and that way they can have the little water bottles as well. And if they don't like the taste of just plain water, then have some of those like water flavoring packets, so that they can kind of have the water flavored as well. But that'll help stretch those juices, because they're not just drinking juice all day. They can kind of break it up with the water, and then having the little water flavoring. Most of those are sugar free anyway, and that way they still get their water intake as well. instead of drinking up juice all day. Okay, so that's pretty much about it. But I also wanted to tell you, make sure you're looking at like to save money. Try shopping like the Dollar Tree. They have a lot of snack items at the Dollar Tree. They have now I wouldn't get like probably like the individual bags of chips. I don't think that's the best deal, but they have the ones where they have those little crackers that be like 4 in a pack. They have the bags of pretzels, it's like 5 in a pack. They have the little cookies, the individual cookies and stuff that are like 3 or 4 more. I think they like 4 in a pack for $1.25. So those are things that you can put out, like, you know, that make it through that week, that won't cost a lot. Another thing too is the buy one get one deals now with the grocery stores. I know Publix does. Whenever the kids are out of school for any type of break, the buy one get one deals are really geared towards kids. So they have a lot of items that are buy one get one, like stuff that I've even named on this list, like the peanut butter and jellies are buy one get one, bread is buy one get one, hot pockets, what are those things, toaster strudels, the little home, the Eggo waffles and stuff like that. A lot of that stuff is going to be buy one get one during this time, so make sure you're checking those deals as well. Okay, so that's it. I just wanted to pop on here and do this video to give you some ideas, and also just to encourage y'all to enjoy your summer. You know, it's summer, have fun, let your hair down, you know. Mom, enjoy the summer. I know when my kids were school age, I loved that they were out of school for the summer breaks, because it was a break for them, but it was a break for me. So Mom, you get to sleep in a little bit later. The house don't have to be so chaotic in the morning, trying to get everybody out the door and on the bus or to the school and, you know, all of that. So, and they get to sleep in and get them some rest. And for the main part too, most of the time the kids gonna be sleeping a little bit later anyway, taking advantage of being able to sleep in. So just having stuff in the house that you know they're eating, you don't have to worry about them using the stove. They're eating, you know, they're eating some pretty good meals and stuff. And then by the time you get home from work, or by the time you get ready to cook dinner, that's when they're really ready to eat anyway. So that's it. That's all I have for today, loves. But I just wanted to come on here and share that with you. I hope it was helpful. And like I said, just please enjoy your summer. I love you all so, so much. God bless you. And I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, my loves.